All right, remove all the bolts from the fuel bowl. Then a lot of times I'll just take a hammer and tap that loose. This one's already pretty loose, so she should come right off. There it is. And there you go. This one's got a plastic float in the back, the secondary side. It's kind of weird. There's a brass one in the front. Anyway, we're going to be taking off this needle and seat. All right, this carburetor, I don't know if it's been apart or not. I got it on eBay. It was used. It never really, I mean, it runs okay, works okay, but it always had a kind of acted kind of weird. So I don't know if something's clogged or what. It might have sat on somebody's shelf for a long time. I have no idea. But to get these apart, it can be kind of tricky. Sometimes you can just pry them like that. Try not to destroy anything, and it just falls right out. There's no power valve. There's jets in this side. I'm gonna take those out and just look down the center of them, make sure there's nothing clogging them. There's no power valve. There's no bleed screws or air bleed screws. Or idle mixture screws. I mean, not air bleed, but anyway. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. That's it for that. I was just looking at this thing and it does look like there's somebody's been in it, because you can see these marks right there and right there. It's probably from somebody putting a screwdriver in there and prying on it, because I just kind of tapped it and I had it from up here when I was prying on it. So somebody was probably in it. I should have done this right after I got it. Who knows how long it sat, but it always had always acted kind of weird, like it just maybe was clogged up or something. So we'll take a look at everything and see if we can fix that. All right, I just unscrewed one of these, and on the side of them you can see there's a number stamped in it, 75. That one says, and so it lets you know the size of the hole. And you just want to look down them, make sure you can see, like that one's, you can see right down the middle. There's nothing blocking that one. And let's take the other one off here real quick. Take a look at it. Yeah, there's nothing you can see right down the middle of it, so that's good. I always like to try to make sure the numbers are the same, so you got the same jets. And that's about it for that. Usually try and just spray some brake clean or carb cleaner in all the holes. Just clean anything out that might be in there. Just be careful when you do, because you don't want to get sprayed in the face. There. Also wanted to show you, when you take these carburetors apart, just try to keep everything together. Put them on something clean. That way you don't have to worry about where it went or if it got all dirty. So just easier to put back together. All right, so next instructions are telling us to remove these. I think it's those, or maybe it's those. I don't know. All right, take a look. All right, so it's all of them. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll just remove them. Take all these out. Keep in order. I think they're all the same size. And yeah, this thing should pull right off. Sweet. I just want to make sure I got it which way I got it so I can see when I put it back on. Oh, I can't take it off yet. I gotta remove the secondary diaphragm. Secondary diaphragm there. That's connected to the base plate. Alright. Doesn't say on the instructions, but this diaphragm for the secondaries is connected to the base plate here. And it looks like there's a little C-clip there. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to try to take the screw off. I think that should do it. We can remove separate the carburetor. Probably have to pry that off there, I think. It's looking pretty good. There. So I just popped it right off there. Just gotta try to make sure I know how to put this thing back together. It's my first time. So I think I can just take the top off now. Really? Something else is connected? What else is connected? Oh, there we go. Cool. All right. Here it's off. Sit that right here. There. So I was looking at this base plate and I saw some dents on it, like maybe somebody dropped it or something. I don't know. Something happened to it. But it's got some big burrs. So I'm just going to take a file and get rid of any burrs that are on the bottom of this thing. So that thing's, sits a little flatter. No chance of a vacuum leak. Yeah, the gasket probably took care of that, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but I figure why not? I'm here. I might as well try to make it a little better, I guess. after I file it a little bit, just take a little brake clean. Just kind of hit it, wipe it down. Try to clean any other crap you see in there. All right, the next thing the instructions say to do is remove the needle and seat on the primary and secondary float bowls. So what you do is loosen that up with a screwdriver. Just comes right out. It's got a gasket underneath it. Let's take a crescent. Comes right off. There's a gasket underneath here too. It's supposed to be anyway. But what you can do is just loosen it. And maybe put this back in a little bit to hold that in there. Loose. And then you can screw the whole thing out. And it just pulls right out. There's a gasket there. These are the ones, I'm guessing this is why my carburetor is acting so weird, is this gasket right here, this O-ring. It looks pretty dry and brittle, and it's not real tight anymore. I'm guessing it wasn't sealing the way it's supposed to. I'm hoping that's the problem, because I don't know what else it could be. But that's why we're rebuilding it, because of that O-ring. All right, next we're going to be removing the idle mixture screws. It just says to turn them out. And remove the gasket, the cork gasket. Where's this one? Another one. Yeah, they just screw out. There's a little cork gasket in there. There it is. If you can see that or not. Yep, got it off. Just remove that on the other side. There it is.